there are 4 steps or stages to the very long system of meditation. The first step in this meditation is not to take any prisoners in your living life. And at the same time, to let any prisoners that you have taken go. You'll remember I've described that we hold our prisoners as emotions inside our belly and our chest. And these are the resentments that we have felt deeply, and perhaps not so deeply sometimes, against other people and events in our living life. These emotions have led us to accuse and blame other people and other events for our life, which means that while I do not follow this step, this first step of getting rid of my need to blame and accuse others for my life, I will not be free enough to effectively practice the next step. The second step in this meditation is what you have been practicing, and we're going to do it now, is to have sufficient one-pointedness of intelligence to focus on the pure sensation that is every moment in that body. But this is a rare meditation. Most meditations start off with watching thought and all that sort of stuff, thought and emotions. But we're through that. Once you can do the first step in this meditation, it's not necessary to watch your thought. Your thought process, which is always troublesome, always is misleading. Once you practice the first step, you can then be practical with sufficient intelligence after time to focus on this pure sensation, which is the very origin of the senses of the physical body, which create the world and the earth around us. That's pretty fundamental, isn't it? And if you're not sure of that your body and senses create the world, then you'll have to be more intelligent in your self-discovery, in your self-examination, to see what is the fact here. Is what he's saying true? And that takes a lot of intelligence to break with the scientific idea that there's something out there that matters. It takes a lot of intelligence to break that addiction. But that's what we're concerned with, isn't it? And going along with that step 2 is another practice. And that is the practice of being grateful for what you have. For you will not manage step 2 until you show more gratitude for what you have. The simple things that you have. So then we come to the third step in this meditation, which is to realize life. First of all, I have to see with my own intelligence something. I have to see this not intellectually like the scientist sees things intellectually, but with the intellect, a reflection on the intellect, which is a reflection on the fact, the abstract fact of things. To see, when my son or daughter ask what's it about, to say just simply, come and we'll have a look at some dead beetles out here. Come have a look at that beetle there. Or that leaf there. What's happened to it? It's dead. That's right. Why is it dead? Well, there's no life in it. Absolutely right. So can you see that the reason you're not dead is because there's some extraordinary principle that's keeping you sitting on the seat? It's keeping you from falling over, because if you ever had a fainting attack, the first thing you do is fall over, straight down, like a pack of cards. Chum. That's a temporary withdrawal of the vitality, indeed, not of the life. When the life withdraws, you go down like a pack of cards. But can you see this? All it requires is for you to see it, not to imagine it, but to see it with your intelligence, that this is so, through the demonstration of nature, through the demonstration of every death. This is so. But while we are not intelligent enough just to see the simple fact that there is something animating our body all the time, we can't be intelligent. Or we haven't got the time for doing that between the mortgage, our love life, and all our stupid ideas of what life is about. We just don't have the time for anything intelligent. Now, in this meditation, I've also given you the other aspect of this life, which is demonstrable in your daily life at any time underneath your emotions and thought processes. What is this life, Barry? So that I can know it's there. When I can't see it intellectually so clearly, how can I know it's there? It is the well-being in your body. Everybody on earth has well-being. That's why it's possible to rush off to the football on Saturday afternoon, or for so many people to glue themselves to the television to watch sport of any kind in Australia. Because they have well-being. They don't have any sickness or illness to distract them from the main event, which is looking through the senses and being entertained by sport or anything else. The well-being's there all the time, like now. But of course it's subtle. But isn't life subtle? My God, life is so subtle. Subtle means almost impossible to register for anyone who's not intelligent enough. His speed of intelligence hasn't reached sufficient speed to register this subtlety of life. So let us do this now, please. Close your eyes. It's very important that you be relaxed, that you don't try. You must not try. You must not try to do anything. Just be relaxed. Relax the whole body. And now, first of all, you focus on your legs and your hands and pure sensation until you get the whole sensation of your body as a whole. If that's possible, you do that when you can. Whole sensation of the body. As much as you can. But just because you don't get the whole sensation of the body doesn't mean that you can't go on to the next step. The next step, after the first step, in which I've said not blaming others, not accusing others. The second step we've just done. The third step is to somehow other acknowledge the life in your body, which is the well-being in your body, which you have now. Well-being, why not? Why wouldn't you have a smile on your lips? Why wouldn't you? Because the body smiles when there's well-living, but when there's well-being in the body actually smiles because of the sweetness of its own well-being, the sweetness of the life in it. And then next, you focus on the subtlety, you put the intelligence on the solar plexus. Now that is so subtle that it is nothing. Compared with everything else in the body, the solar plexus, the solar sphere, is as nothing. So you're not sensing sensation anymore. You're not sensing well-being anymore. You've passed through both of those, and you are now focused straight on the solar plexus of the body. So I leave it to you to practice all this great system of meditation and see for yourself where it leads. For I cannot tell you where it leads. You have to discover that for yourself. I can only tell you that it works, and that it has worked for others.